We got the news very quickly that Brady Tkachuk will miss a significant amount of time with an injury. Travis Green telling the media that the Ottawa Senators captain will miss at least 4 weeks with a hand or wrist injury. We're not entirely sure what body part it is, but Bruce, you're hearing that Tkachuk could miss even more time.
Well, look, Claire, surgery hasn't been ruled out, and that's what the doctors and the medical staff are looking at right now. They're trying to determine exactly what is wrong with Tkachuk and what he's going to need. We saw him go for an X-ray yesterday after the game here at the rink. My assumption is he's having an MRI today to determine if surgery is going to be required to fix whatever is wrong. From what I'm told, Claire, this is not a break. Okay, if it's not a break, then what is the damage to Tkachuk's either hand or wrist? The reality is he's the heart and soul of the Senators, Claire. He carries this team into battle every night. When you say follow the leader, they all fall in line with Brady Tkachuk. He's their best player. He's their toughest player. And any time they miss him is going to be difficult. But I think we have to sit here right now, Claire, and say 4 weeks would be great. Months have not been ruled out.
Now, Brady Tkachuk is also known as a man of steel who is rarely injured. Last year, he missed 10 games, and it was the first time the Ottawa Senators really knew what it was like to be missing their captain. So to lose him so early in this season, what does that mean for the Senators?
Well, think about it, Claire. I mean, when Brady Tkachuk was sitting on the bench for the last 9 minutes, you knew there was something wrong because we rarely see Tkachuk miss time. I mean, he played through an injury at the Four Nations face-off last year. I'm not convinced that he didn't play through the playoffs with some sort of hip issue because he did say during the summer that he was still going through some rehab for that. I look at Brady Tkachuk, and replacing him is it's not impossible because nobody's impossible to replace, but it's a really difficult hit for a team that's off to a difficult start. The Senators are already having trouble scoring goals right now. When you take him out of the lineup, and you're not as difficult to play against in a very difficult division.
Now, last year when Tkachuk missed time, he was obviously on the top line alongside Tim Stützle and Claude Giroux. It was Fabian Zetterlund that mostly filled in on that left wing. What kind of adjustments do you think the Senators are going to make to their top line this time around?
Well, we heard Travis Green say today that he's got to figure out what kind of line combinations he's going to go with. The good news is they are getting Drake Batherson back against the Buffalo Sabres on Wednesday night. That's a positive. As I said to you yesterday, that's going to help some balance in those top two lines. To me, it's going to come down to three guys. Either Claude Giroux or David Perron or perhaps Ridley Gregg have to step up in one of those top six roles, right? Like, to me, they've got it. It's going to come down to those three guys as to where you're going to get some offense without Tkachuk in the lineup. Getting Batherson back, he's one of their best players. He complements Dylan Cousins, right, when they play together. So that's going to be helpful, but you're still looking at a tough loss.
Now, another added factor is that Brady Tkachuk has already been named to Team USA's roster for the Olympics coming up in Italy. If this injury is an extended length of time, how could that impact Team USA's roster?
Well, if I'm Bill Guerin, the general manager of the Minnesota Wild and also the general manager of Team USA, I'm fretting a bit right now as to whether I'm going to have either Tkachuk. Matthew is already out until at least December because of off-season surgery. Now you've got Brady Tkachuk, captain of the Ottawa Senators and one of the leaders of Team USA at the Four Nations face-off last year, out for possibly months with some sort of wrist/hand injury that may require surgery. I don't think it's a certainty now that Tkachuk will be at the Olympics for Team USA. And I think that Bill Guerin's got to be looking at that and saying, okay, what are my other options here? Because I may not have either of these guys who lead their teams into battle. I mean, you know, Matthew is as valuable to the Florida Panthers as Brady is to Ottawa. Right now, Brady's timeline is 4 weeks plus. We'll see if that changes. But I don't think missing the Olympics, at least at this point, for Brady Tkachuk, can be ruled out.
And when Brady Tkachuk missed those 10 games with the Ottawa Senators last season, the Senators were 5-5 without their captain.